Hello, friends. It's a beautiful day. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's talk about records and some other musical items that I picked up recently. We're going to get started with Ozzy Osbourne Live. This was recorded for the King Biscuit Flower Hour, July 28th, 1981, in Montreal, Canada. Now, I saw Ozzy Osbourne just about a month before this was recorded, June 21st, 1981, in the El Paso County Coliseum, and Motorhead opened the show. The place was half empty because in 1981, Ozzy wasn't huge yet. He didn't release Diary of a Madman until 82, and that's when he bit the head off a bat in Des Moines and really took off. But I remember reading in the newspaper the day after I saw Ozzy, the El Paso Sun-Times wrote, "If the small crowd in attendance is any indication, Ozzy's time has come and gone." And that was in 1981. Ozzy was my favorite performer for many years. I got to see him approximately 10 times over the years, and the last time I saw him was at Ozzfest in 2002. And that's the year that Sharon Osbourne was fighting colon cancer. And my wife made this banner. It says, "We love you, Sharon." And it has the same rose that Ozzy has on his shoulder for Sharon. We stood on the hill up in Somerset, and Sharon's handlers came out, asked if they could have that banner, and they took it to her. Rockin' Paradise, Ozzy. And Sharon, we still love you. Next up, Blue Oyster Cult Live. I love Blue Oyster Cult. I've seen them many times over the years. They've got some great live albums. 1975, On Your Feet or On Your Knees. 1979, Some Enchanted Evening. And 1982's Extraterrestrial Live. Amazing. Now this is 2022, the third night up in New York City. A fantastic set list on here. And what I really enjoy is this has 3 songs off their latest album, The Symbol Remains, on it. Tainted Blood is one of my very favorites, with Richie Castellano on guitar. Now, at the fair in Marshfield, Wisconsin, my wife got Buck Dharma and Eric Bloom to sign my copy of Some Enchanted Evening. When we saw him at the fair in Chippewa Falls, I caught a pic from Richie Castellano. And I also caught one from Buck Dharma. He threw one pic out that night, right after he played the lead to Don't Fear the Reaper. That's one of my holy grails. Love Blue Oyster Cult, friends. And they are on the road forever. So go see them if they come anywhere near you. Next, Motley Crue just released a new one. This is called From the Beginning. It's a greatest hits. Now, they've released a couple greatest hits over the years. This one, though, is everything in chronological order, which I really enjoy. It also has their latest with John 5, Dogs of War, and Canceled on here. And then Home Sweet Home with Dolly Parton. They always seem to throw one on there that makes you shake your head. Now, I know Motley Crue is one of those bands that people either love or hate. Now, Vince recently had a stroke. We've been fortunate enough to meet Vince a couple of times over the years with his solo band. And up here in the Midwest, if people are kind to you, we never forget it. And Vince was very nice to us. He signed this guitar for me during the song Home Sweet Home. He handed me a pick and gave me a fist bump with that big metal glove he's got on, that big leather glove he's forced to wear. There's Vince's autograph. So we hope you're doing well, Vince. Heal up. And friends, This one, from the beginning. I would grab it if I were you. Love Motley Crue. The next thing I found, the John Lennon collection. This is the Geffen collection. Came out in 1982. The reason I purchased it, still in the shrink. And I love that clear hype sticker. Songs on here like Give Peace a Chance. Can you imagine? Instant Karma, Power to the People, Mind Games, Love. Imagine if somebody hadn't assassinated him, what he could have done. I'm Losing You, Dear Yoko, and Watching the Wheels. And that's what I'm doing. Just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. John Lennon collection. Next, King Gizzard's 27th studio album, Phantom Island. I have every King Gizzard record, friends. I know that's crazy, but I love these guys. Phantom Island. They're first with a full orchestra. Psych, Boogie, and our theme on this one is themes of flight and coming home. The song on here, Silent Spirit, I wish I could play it for you, friends. It's fantastic. King Gizzard, Phantom Island. Next, I traded in my Prince Live Record Store Day 2025, was it? For this. This is a Record Store Day 2019, only released in Japan promo of His Majesty's Pop Life, the Purple Remix. Check out that track listing, friends. All live. What I really like is some of this was recorded at the Target Center up in Minneapolis on New Year's Eve, 1985. Prince Live. I had to grab that. And the last thing I grabbed, last record I grabbed anyway, Worldwide Live, Scorpions, 1985. I grabbed it because it's a gold stamp promo. Again, I know some folks prefer the Uli John Roth era. I just saw Uli. He's an amazing guitar player. But I love Matthias Jabs too. Very melodic, more commercial. This is a great record. From the start of Countdown, Coming Home, The Zoo, Bad Boys Running Wild, Blackout, non-stop. Put it on and turn it up. Scorpions, Worldwide Live. I heard a guy that goes to a lot of concerts lately explain that going to shows, live music versus recorded music. Going to a show is like fresh food. Recorded music is like frozen food. So get out and get you some fresh food, friends. Go to a live show. Now, the last thing I got this week, Kiss-Opoly. They took in a collection of awesome Kiss memorabilia down at the store this week. And they had this in the shrink. So, of course, I was drawn to it. Has all the pieces. Check out the game board pieces. Their solo albums are where you would have your railways and your utilities. They have backstage pass, general admission instead of chance and free parking. Now, this was done by Late for the Sky. It's not Milton Bradley, so you don't see the little Monopoly guy anywhere on it. But since it was in the shrink at 49 bucks, you know what I did. That's right, I traded him 3 records for it. I love that. Kiss-Opoly. Be fun to spend a night just playing that. Well, that's all I have this week, friends. The next thing on my schedule is Tusk, a wonderful Fleetwood Mac tribute band, and I can't wait to share them with you. Well, thank you for watching, friends, and we'll see you up front.